Hello everyone. I, Ms. Bhavna Danesh Munod, welcome you all in Agricultural Development Trust, Shardabai Pawar, Mahila Arts, Commerce and Science College, Sharda Nagar, Baramati. Good day, dear students. Last period, we studied about assumptions and exceptions of law of demand, and where exceptions we studied that if we think about this point, that is Giffen's goods is there, or no expectations regarding future prices, or say prestigious goods. So if we consider these points, it is exactly opposite the law of demand, children, where it shows that in exceptions demand curve will move upward. Means even if the prices are higher, people will purchase the product. That is exceptions of law of demand, and it will always it will be in a positive slope and in upward direction. When these things will happen, when there will be exceptions of law of demand. Now they have given an example in your textbook. We have to solve this, just an activity based, that find out examples of the given exceptions to the law of demand. Now prestigious good was there, one of the exceptions where law of demand is not applicable, that even if the price is higher, people will purchase the product. So prestigious goods, say we can write over here olive oil, it is costly but it is good for health, people will purchase. Then say luxurious items, say prestigious goods, washing machine also we can consider over here, higher in price but we know that it is beneficial, one time investment, people will purchase. Luxurious item, na, prestigious goods. Then habitual goods will be tea, coffee. We have a habit of drinking tea or coffee. So whether the price is high of tea or coffee, if a person is habituated to it, it will purchase at higher price. And the last one is what given an example of branded goods, garments, accessories, ornaments. So these branded goods, we know they are high at price, but because of our say font, because of our lifestyle, we purchase at higher price also. So branded goods also as an exception to law of demand. So just an activity given in your textbook regarding prestigious goods, habitual goods, branded goods, give an example. Now we come to our next point in chapter, children, variations in demand. See, variations in demand is divided into two parts, children, expansion of demand and contraction of demand. And keep in mind, distinguish between expansion of demand and contraction of demand will be asked. So we'll see one by one what is this expansion of demand and contraction of demand. So see, when the demand for a commodity falls or rises due to change in price, keep in mind, children, due to change in price alone and other factors remain constant, then we call as variations of demand. And that variations of demand, then further it is converted into, children, expansion and contraction of demand. So first we will study regarding expansion of demand. Now what expansion of demand tells us, children? That it refers in quantity demanded due to what? Fall in price alone while other factors are constant. What are the factors? Taste, income of the consumer, size of the population, etc. These all factors are constant, but the price has fallen down, then it is called as expansion of demand. So here in expansion of demand, demand will move in downward direction of the demand curve. See, again I am repeating, what is expansion of demand? Expansion of demand refers to rise in quantity. Yeah? Rise in quantity is there due to what? Fall in price. Why quantity has been raised? Because price has been fallen down. And other factors like income, taste, consumer size, population have remained unchanged. So in expansion of demand, what has been done? Quantity has been risen but the price has been fallen down and other factors have been remained unchanged. They are not changed, unchanged. So that is called as expansion of demand, children. This will be your first point in meaning. You will write. when distinguish between of expansion of demand and contraction of demand is asked, the first point will be meaning. So I am repeating again, meaning you will write that expansion of a demand refers to rise in quantity demanded due to fall in price, while other factors like taste, income of the consumer, size of the population will remain unchanged. Then the second point, children, will be demand curve. So here you will write that demand curve is moving in downward direction. What you will write? Demand curve is moving in downward direction. That will be your second point and distinguish between. Now expansion of demand is explained to the diagram also, children. That is figure 3.7. We will see that how the demand curve. So DD is the demand curve they have told, which is moving from point to point, and it indicates expansion of demand. So see, we will see this 3.7 diagram, children. First we'll study about expansion of demand. So see, what is there in expansion of demand? DD. DD is demand curve. Then next, on x-axis quantity demanded in kgs is mentioned, on y-axis price is mentioned. Then the demand curve, if you see, children, it is sloping downward. See the arrow over here, downward direction. So downward direction, that means what they have told, rise in quantity is there but fall in price. See, from O to Q1, what has been income, that is rise in quantity has been increased, but the price, see, if you can see from P1 to Q, or say P1 to P, if you can see, it is fallen down. So price has fallen but the quantity has been increased, and also the other factors have remained unchanged. That is called as expansion of demand. Then the second point is demand curve will moving in downward direction. Now we'll come to see the next one, children, that is contraction of demand. Now what contraction of demand is telling us? That contraction of demand refers to fall in demand. See, a fall in demand due to rise in price alone, and other factors like taste, income, consumer size, population will remain unchanged. So demand curve is moving in the upward direction on the same demand curve, where for the contraction of demand means exactly opposite. Here fall in demand is there. Why fall in demand is there? Because price has increased. So fall of demand is there due to the price increase or rise in price alone, while other factors are unchanged. What are the factors? Taste, income of the consumer and population. So these are unchanged. That is called as contraction of demand. So this will be our first point of in this meaning, contraction of demand, that it refers to fall in demand due to rise in price alone. Other factors like taste, income of the consumer, size of the population, etc. will remain unchanged, and demand curve, see over here, in upward direction. And what we have seen in expansion, demand curve is moving in downward direction. So these are the 2 points of distinguish between, and the third will be the diagram, children, which is mentioned in your textbook, that we will come to see now. That is figure 3.8. So what this figure tells us, see, we'll see quantity demanded is mentioned in Q2, Q price is mentioned on y-axis. Then can you see, children, the DD curve is showing in upward direction. Why upward direction? Because what has happened over here in contraction of demand, children? That fall in demand is there due to rise in price, and other factors have been remained unchanged. And the second point you will write that demand curve is moving in upward direction. So this both diagrams. Then the third point, children, you have to draw these diagrams and distinguish between also. So that is what, that expansion and contraction of demand can be explained with the help of diagram. So these expansion and contraction of demand are related to what? Variations of demand, children. Now we come to our next point in the chapter, children, that is changes in demand. Demand is also divided into 2 types, increase in demand and decrease in demand. You also distinguish between, will be asked, distinguish between increase in demand and decrease in demand. So what is changes in demand? We will see. So here what they have told, when demand for commodity increases or decreases due to changes in other factors and price remains constant, it is known as changes in demand. See, demand for commodity increases or decreases due to change in factors. Which factors are the factors will be there? So taste, habit, income, population. If these things are changed and demand is affected, that is called as changes in demand. It is increase or decrease in demand. So what is increase in demand? We'll see. Increase in demand refers to increase in quantity demanded due to favorable changes. See, favorable changes in other factors like taste, income of the consumer, climatic conditions, price remains constant. That will be the first point in distinguish between, that is increase in demand, meaning that it refers to increase in quantity demanded due to what? Favorable changes in other factors. So like taste, income of the consumer, climatic condition and price remains constant. And the second will be curve. Direction you can write as a sub point, that demand curve over here shifts to right hand side of the original demand curve. So this can be explained with the help of the following diagram. See, we can see over here, children. On x-axis what they have done, plotted quantity demanded. On y-axis price they have mentioned. They have shown two demand curves, like demand curves they have shown D and D1. And then what we have seen, that demand curve is C, moving shift. If you can see the dotted line, children, it is outward. Demand curve has been shifted outward. That means demand curve shifts outward from the right direction. See, from the right, that is from DD to D1. D1, which indicates what? Increase has demand has been there, children. So this is related to what? Increase in demand. Why increase and demand has been there, children? Because quantity demanded due to favorable changes to other factors. So it will be taste, income of the consumer, climatic conditions. So demand curve change, that is from DD to D1. D1, that is demand curve has increased in right hand side. See, in the diagram also you can see in the rightward direction, outward, that is to the right, outward direction, which indicates increase in demand. Now we'll see what is decrease in demand. Now decrease in demand, the first point meaning will be, it refers to decrease in quantity demanded due to unfavorable changes. Children, not favorable. Increase in demand is also not there. Decrease in demand is there. Why it is there? Due to unfavorable changes in other factors. So which are the factors? Taste, income of the consumer, climatic conditions, etc. And the price remains constant. So that is called decrease in demand. And here the demand curve will shift from left hand side, children, to the original demand curve. See, if you can see in the diagram. See, the demand curve, the arrow shows that the demand curve has been shifted. It has been shifted, that is from left hand side to the original demand curve. So this is explained with the help of the following diagram. So as shown, they have told in figure 3.10, demand curve, that DD is the original demand curve, it shifts inward to left from DD to D2, D2, which indicates decrease in demand. So here the third point we can draw diagram, and even fourth point we can write, children, that demand curve is shifting in inward direction from the left. And for increase in demand, you can write demand curve is shifting in outward direction, right direction. So distinguish between increase and decrease in demand also can be asked, where you can make 3 to 4 points. That is, first one is meaning, second one is diagram, you can say, the third one you can tell about the curve and the direction. So these are what? Decrease in demand, children. So this is related to increase and decrease in demand, and two distinguish can be asked from changes of demand and variations in demand. That is, distinguish between expansion of demand, contraction of demand, children, and distinguish between increase in demand and decrease in demand. So most of the points we have studied in this chapter, and the last one they want to know regarding demand. Just for your basic knowledge, children, we will see that demand is a microeconomic concept. Demand is that quantity of a commodity which a person is ready to buy at a particular price and during a specific period of time. So this is the definition of demand we have studied. That demand is equal to ability plus willingness to pay. And the second one is aggregate demand is a macroeconomic concept. So it refers to the total amount of sales proceed. Means an entrepreneur is expecting that this much sales should be done. So which an entrepreneur expects from the sale of output produced at a given level of employment during demand. That is called as aggregate demand. Means an entrepreneur producer is expecting that my sales should be 50% of whatever production I have done. So that is called as aggregate demand, children. So this is what related to demand, a basic knowledge in that, and then aggregate of demand. So here the demand analysis part 1 chapter has been over, children. Later on we'll solve the exercise online. So till then, bye and thank you.